How does taxes work when it comes to filing since you're not working? I'm a boss. Yeah, I got my own corporation. Yeah, I get revenue. Yeah, I don't really. How many hours of content is your advanced course? 8 hours. My advanced course is 8 hours. Anybody that want to be ERC, just DM me. Uh, hashtag ERC. No, hashtag, yeah, ERC. Just hashtag ERC. For anybody that's interested. Whether advance help with repos and got approved for how long, let me know. Don't want to be stuck or buy wrong course. Yeah, family advanced course. But you still gotta read, family. Like that's it's nothing quick. Like you gotta read. So I don't know if the repo already happened, but you gotta put some time in. It's not something you just grab and then nah. Yeah. Look at this. Say got my Snap food card in the mail last week. Eating good. Told them the entitlement program I was entitled. Told them they had no law or right to deny me, and I got my card. Bam. Mm-hmm. How does gold and silver fit into this? It doesn't. It's all equity, all credits. Can we do payment plan on course? Nah, family, can't. Just keep reading until you do. How much upfront for ERC? 3,000. 3,000 upfront. And can we become one if our business was created in 2022? Nah, you can't. Um, but what you can do, you can file in 2024 for 2023, but you're gonna have to, you gotta like put a year in first. Is the advanced class replay still for the people that attended the April class? The April class, what April class? January, February, March, April, May, June. What was the April class? Is anything in the rank class that's not in advance? Yeah, a whole bunch. The advanced class, y'all, is like the advanced. It has everything in it. The rank class just goes over like your laws in your state and having to understanding how you need to go about claiming that interest. They repossessed mine while going to court to validate the debt. Well, to be honest, you wasn't supposed to validate the debt. There is a debt. So that was you were wasting your time trying to validate the debt instead of accepting the debt and transferring the debt back to the account for set off because that's what they were waiting on. But you know, there is a lot of people that are following people that are telling them to validate the debt. There's nothing to validate. If there's a debt, that it means there's a credit. We have to understand every credit there is a debt. Every debt there's a credit. If there is a debt, that means we can accept it and turn it into a credit. It's called good debt. Do you use a Treasury Direct account to deposit your securities when sending to the trustee? What trustee? You talking about like a business I'm doing business with? I don't need to send anything to my Treasury Direct account. They're sending me a bill. I'm giving them an application. They take the application and they open me up an account and they send me revenue interest lines of credit every month. So I mean, it's nothing I have to do with my Treasury Direct. I simply accept it and send it back to the issuer that's sent me the bill. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my class is a video. It's a Zoom. Yeah, I ain't persuaded no research with the gold and silver, so yeah, you probably know more than me on that. Yeah, Trump told folks, you know, man, he prepay his taxes. He just is he. That's him saying he remit his taxes. Mm-hmm. My beginner course is $250. My advanced course is $500. If anybody want my course, please follow the first pinned post on my page and follow the second pinned post on my page, so you can get it for that price. No, I'm not. A sovereign private national. I'm a law-abiding consumer. Law-abiding consumer. What about applications to lease for an apartment? Yeah, we go over that. All right, so this is talk about the U.S. citizen. A lot of people say things like, "I don't want to be a U.S. citizen. I don't want to be attached to the United States." Family, we've been taught wrong. We've been brought up on uninformed anger. All right, the U.S. citizen is the government name. The U.S. citizen is the all caps name that we utilize when we do business. Meaning, when we don't do business, we're not operating in a citizen's capacity, all right, or a consumer's capacity, all right. Meaning, we're operating private, all right, because if we're not doing business, that means nobody knows what we're doing, all right. So you got to understand, you control a U.S. citizen. You aren't the U.S. citizen. You control a U.S. citizen, meaning you want to understand that you control a U.S. citizen so you can use the government benefits. But if you say things like, "I don't want to be a part or attached to this U.S. I don't want to be any part," and I'm just like, okay, what are y'all? What are people about to do? Can somebody just give me like a, yeah, let's talk about it. Can somebody give me a view? What does that look like? All right, let's say somebody abandons their governmental rights, and they say this because a lot of people got this whole notion, I'm about to go live off the land. These same people don't even know how to grow nothing. All right, these same people don't even know what it takes to live off or not rely on a water source or a food source, or it's like people just be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just be talking, just, "I don't want to be a part of this nation. I'm about to go off grid." I'm like, okay, what does that look like? Let's talk about it. What does living off grid looks like? What does that look like? Does anybody on here live off grid and are happy? All right, because there are some people that are happy, but a lot of people that are from the city, trust me, that off grid shit sounds amazing. All right. But yeah, that shit is a fantasy world. How a lot of people think, like, they think they about to just go off and go build their house, and fruits are just about to grow off the trees, and they're just gonna find a well, and they're gonna drink the water is gonna be pure, and the animals gonna come say hey to them, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna have their own electricity. You know, it's gonna, like, man, stop. Yeah, that shit ain't for city folks. That shit ain't for city folks at all. Yeah, that ain't for city folks. You gotta grow everything you eat. Folks don't even know how to grow shit now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like listening to a miner saying, I don't want my benefits. I want to live off grid. It's like a teenager thinking they're ready to go live out on their own. You know, how many of us was teenagers just knew we had all together? Like, I'm about to get, you know what I'm saying? You was 15, 16, just thought you knew what was best. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of folks sound like. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of folks. My thing is, I will ask a person, what is your motive for going to live off grid? All right, they'll say, well, it's cleaner living. It's cleaner. I'm like, okay, all right. So what does living off grid mean? Because I don't really think people know what that means. Like, you know, you can, living in the woods does not mean you live off grid. Like, yeah, what does that look like? What does the private side look like? People, so some people don't even be affiliated with any type of tribes, and they be saying, I'm going to live off grid. Do you not know how hard it is to go by yourself and go just build your shit in the woods? Never seen in public, that doesn't mean off grid, because you can see me and I can still be private. Because we're talking about business. Like, no one is, and people be like, I was just want to hide away from the government. Like, nobody is fucking looking for you. Like, we have this, like, thought to ourselves, like, somebody is looking for us, and somebody, like, yo, listen, family. Yes, there are satellites that they listen to conversations and shit like that. Okay. All right. You can go anywhere. They can still hear you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, people think they're running from it by going off grid. You're not running from nowhere. They know you're there. So if they know you're there, are you still off grid? Like, people just be talking. I'm like, do you really think they don't know you're right there? So you don't think they would notice somebody generating electricity, having water? You don't think that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all, it's not even a point of really just knowing. I don't know. I just think people are scared of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I used to be scared of, you know what I'm saying, big brother government and shit like that. And I'm like, man, what the hell? What am I running from? No, I'm not about to move to Africa. My people aren't from Africa. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I running from? Man, people be telling me that I gotta get out of America. I gotta hurry up, get out of America before it's too late. Hurry up, get out of America before it's too late. I don't ever see no one going to somebody else's country or somebody going to China and say, hey, Chinese people, get out of China before it's too late. Where the fuck they gonna go? Man, where they gonna go? Yeah, people scared of the IRS. The IRS is your best fucking friend. All right? People scared of Congress. I'm reading these laws that are passed by Congress that are helping the consumer. I'm like, so what is my real threat? I think that my real threat is the uninformed people. Uninformed people is the biggest threat. Because the mindset of uninformed people, that's what they'll operate off of. If you operating off the wrong energy, man, you're gonna make the wrong choices. I don't want to hear nothing what a celebrity have to say about America or somebody that's struggling in America has to say about America. I want to ask the people that are prospering, hey man, how you feel about living in America, United States? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking losers. And I was once a loser, meaning I thought everything was somebody else's fault. It's the government's fault that I'm poor. It's the government's fault that I'm broke. There's a white man that's stopping me from reading. I honestly used to tell myself that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. The folks that look just like me reminding me, hey, don't get too big. They gonna kill you. Like, damn, well, let them do it then. Okay, like, if that's the case, like, I'm supposed to stop? I started knowing, yeah, this is the land of the free if you know what's going on. Now, if you come over these lands, you don't know what's going on, man, it's going to be hell for you. Because people is going to be eating off your ignorance. That is one thing that does go down here. Your ignorance will be used against you. All right, that's for sure. Anybody that come to America, oh man, United States, your ignorance will be used against you every time you turn around and somebody put a piece of paper in front of you. Every time somebody slides something in front of you, you got to sign something, because a lot of people that just comes over, they got to sign paperwork. So your ignorance is always being used against you. You know what I'm saying? Now you got people that has never left these lands. Ignorance is getting used against them. You know what I'm saying? And these same people have opinions. You know what I'm saying? This shit is, you know what I'm saying? I can't even really, like, anybody that, like, me in my neighborhood, my culture, like, I don't even really ask much questions anymore, because I already know what the answer is going to be. If you ask some neighborhoods or just some people from the neighborhoods, like, yo, why you can't get ahead, man? Why you feel like you can't? Man, they gonna instantly say, well, you know, shit. You know, them white folks, man, they ain't let me be great, man. They ain't like, man, what? Man, what? And I had to really sit down and think of all my journey. I'm trying to think, when has a white person just stopped me for doing what I wanted to do? As far as, like, I'm trying to think, I could never come to an answer. I've never opened up a book and then the Ku Klux Klan said, boy, you better stop reading. Never. I never walked outside my door and Ku Klux Klan ran down on me and said, boy, you better not apply to that job. Never. You know what I'm saying? And we feed this shit to our kids. Like, the person that robbed me looked like me. You know what I'm saying? The one that the person that finessed me looked like me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to tell y'all to put down whatever anger you have. All I'm going to ask you is, what have someone did to you? All right? What is stopping you I understand what happened in the 20s, 30s. All right, I understand. But what is stopping you right now? And it's always the, well, man, they still, even though slavery happened, it over with, it still ain't over with. They still got all. I say, man, hang that slave shit mumbo jumbo. That and I'm gonna say this for the record, okay? Because people keep saying we gotta keep talking about it so we don't forget. No one, trust me, no one's forgetting about that shit. All right, we got too many movies reminding us of slavery. We have too many old heads that remind us about slavery, okay? All right, but what is going on right now? Because they also say the new slavery is the penitentiary. But 95% of those people that are in the penitentiary are in there for non-violent crimes. Meaning their ignorance is used against them. Meaning they was never supposed to be in that situation from the get-go. Okay? Literally. Alright, and I got partners in this locked up that have been locked up. Alright? It's people in there for non-violent crimes. You got people in there for drugs. I'm going to say it again. You got people that are locked up for possession of drugs. Really think about that. I know what the law, quote unquote, says, and really think about that. Locked up for possession of drugs. Because any good lawyer would ask, well, did these drugs kill anyone? Did he? Or where's the crime? Where's the victim? Where's the crime? So you gotta ask yourself, can we really blame white people for people not reading their rights? And how come brothers gotta go to prison before they understand this information? So ask yourself, was a prison the right position? Because they would have learned it nowhere else. A lot of people ask me, you must have been in penitentiary or went to jail and learned this. Like, no, I didn't. I done been to jail before. I've never been to penitentiary. I've been to jail before, but I didn't know nothing about no motherfucking laws. I read this when I was scot-free, willy-dilly, doing what I wanted to do, moving around. Anyone seeking to take advantage of another can be blamed. Not necessarily, because ignorance of the law is no excuse. If you come to me and I ask you a question, hey, how do you plead? And you say guilty. Did I just take advantage of you, or did I just let you do what you wanted to do? You're not forced to take a plea deal. That's why they ask you, are you fully in your right state of mind today? Because only an insane person, and I'm going to use that verb very strongly, only an insane person would be doing the things that we're doing. That's why they got to ask us, are you under the influence? We say no. They say, are you in the right state of mind? Do you have full capacity today? We think they just talking about, yeah, I feel good, man. Yeah, what you talking about? Yeah. And they like, okay. Straight up. So it's like, can we blame them? Because how can we blame them when it's us that's giving ourselves up? How? The judge is simply the referee. The judge sit there and say, hey, state your case. I'm sure the judge be sitting there like, God damn. This brother just pleaded to some shit, man. They didn't even have no evidence on this dude. They didn't have nothing. They just said they had that, and he, damn. It said there's no victim, there's no crime. What about DUIs? Whatever. Whoever driving drunk don't need to be behind the wheel. I don't really want to help any people that drive drunk, because a lot of people lose their lives to people that be driving drunk. Like, I've known people personally that be testing like, I'm good, man. Man, how drunk get out? I can drive. I'm like, yo, get a fucking Uber, man. You got people that don't drink, that's just going home drunk, live their day. You got drunk drivers out here. If I was a president, man, I'm cutting toes off. You know what I'm saying? Cutting toes off. Anybody drunk drive, you get the toe cut off. You know what I'm saying? But you can't beat that if you didn't hurt anybody, because potentially it's not a crime. All right, so I would just tell them, well, potentially isn't a crime. Was anybody harmed? Was any property damaged? Anybody killed? Anybody harmed? If not, there was no crime committed. And motion to dismiss. Indictment is a true bill, correct? Yeah. That's me personally. Yeah, they can't prosecute for what could have happened. Yeah. But yeah, you always want to try to identify who's the victim, family. Like, even seatbelt. If you got a speeding ticket, your first question on every case is, okay, who was the victim? That's your first question. That's like your first steps as an investigator. Like, okay, what happened? Who's the parties? All right, who's the victim? Who's the suspect? They're saying your all caps name is the suspect. All right, well, you need to go protect your all caps name for that matter and ask, okay, who did my all caps name harm? Who's the victim? If they say something like, well, the state of Georgia is the victim, that's an automatic objection. All right, objection. Objection. The state is not a natural person. It cannot be a victim. Objection. Y'all be seeing them damn movies. Objection. You got to learn how to object. And when you see when can you object, you can object anytime. But if you don't object, guess what happens? Yeah, the state can never be a victim. Hide me having bales of weed hurting the state. Talk to me, state, because we about to go to trial if you don't say nothing. We going to trial, state. Yeah, even with hell nah, no lawyer gonna help you do this shit. Hell nah, I would never get no lawyer to try to do this shit for me. The lawyer gonna be trying to throw me under the bus. The lawyer not even gonna do that because the lawyer has duties to the court. You gotta remember, a lot of these attorneys want to be judges one day. So why would they help somebody get over on the courts when they're trying to be the exact judge that's sitting in that seat? You see what I'm saying? That's why it's idiotic. It's insane to hire a lawyer. All right, you should only hire a lawyer when you don't know what's going on. But if you know what's going on, yeah, go hire a lawyer. I mean, if you know what's going on, definitely don't hire a lawyer. But if you don't know what's going on, meaning you just lost and I would say just go ahead and get a lawyer, because you try to do this on your own, yeah, you're gonna fail. All right. Yeah, federal case is tax fraud, exactly. Well, it shouldn't be tax fraud. You should just ask, okay, what's owed? And you should just endorse whatever's owed. Yeah. Yeah, a lawyer is definitely an officer of the court. Yeah, I wouldn't go play anything. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's the first look. So, but back to my point. Um, so if they say white man controls the penitentiary, okay. So what would happen if the people that are volunteering their bodies learn what was going on? Okay, because nobody is stopping nobody from reading the Constitution, knowing your rights. All right, this ain't the 30s. This ain't the 40s. Okay, so let's really talk about it. All right, who is putting ourselves in penitentiaries? It's not white people. Okay, it's not white people. All right, it's not white people. All right. So for those that know what I'm talking about, you know when you go in the neighborhood, man, we wish we would see somebody white just beating up on somebody. Man, what? That don't. That's not how the neighborhood is ran. All right. You see brothers robbing brothers. Okay. You see kinfolk finessing kinfolk. Okay. All right. You see drugs getting sold to their own. All right. That's what goes on. Now, I'm sure other communities have their problems as well. All right. But as I've been to so many different neighborhoods, okay, man, I didn't see no white man running around the hood robbing folks. Give me everything. Yeah, I don't. You know what I'm saying? If the folks in the neighborhood know who out robbing. You know what I'm saying? The folks in the neighborhood know who the Jack Boys is. And they ain't gonna say nothing. They may see him like, hey, what up, Trey? Hey, what up, Doctor? Hey, what up? Knowing what they do. Alright? So that's why I had to put that shit all the way down. Like I ain't backing nothing with that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't got no space for it. Like, so yeah, my tribe is definitely universal. Some people might not like it, but yeah, they may do higher crimes in other neighborhoods. I'm talking about the crimes in my neighborhood, so that's how I look at it. All right, nobody's reading the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? Neighborhood, okay. Just go to your neighborhood. Just ask them. Just go. Just go. Just you know what I'm saying? Even the leaders in the neighborhood really don't know what's going on. They're just doing the best they can, which is not good enough, as you can see. All right? So I'm just a realist. All right? That's all it is. I'm just a realist. Like all this fake ass kumbaya shit. All right? Just because you put a BLM t-shirt on, you think that's motherfucking unity. You thinking because you go find a black-owned bank, that means your money is in good hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this goofy shit that we just fraudulently tell ourselves. Like, and again, I'm not trying to put nobody down. I'm just saying that's not that way of mindset. That ain't getting it nowhere. So we might as well talk shit about it because that's not getting no one anywhere. No one has prevailed. No one has conquered. Like, no one has been successful. All right? The people that we think are successful are not successful. You go to a neighborhood and you ask, well, who's successful? They may go say some LeBron James or something like great basketball player. Great basketball player, by the way. All right. Great basketball. So I don't want nobody to mix my words up. But to the real world movers, putting a basketball in a metal hoop is not changing the world. I'm just being real. Just being honest. And I love sports like anybody else. All right. But yeah. More women than men are learning. The men are afraid to stand and execute action. Yeah, that's why I kind of fuck with more women. All right, because like say women, once you get a group of women to focus on one goal or to understand what's real, all right, a lot of times the women are going to be the one that's going to elevate the bar. Because you got to remember, the men is going to be whatever the women want them to be. All right, you got a lot of women saying they like street guys, so you got a lot of suburban guys trying to act street. All right, it's only because that's what the women like. Now, if you had women that like more intellectual, more educated, more driven guys, all right, a lot of things would be different. But the thing is, a lot of y'all women don't want guys like that. When you do get them, they're kind of boring. You know, you want that edge a little bit. Now, yeah, there's nothing wrong with suburban guys. I was just saying, like, there's a lot of suburban guys that's trying to act like they're street guys, and there's nothing good about being a street guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, having street smarts, but would I need to be street smart if I had the overstanding of Tyler's rights and interests? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I still have to have some type of street smart, but a lot of those street quote-unquote smarts is coming from the fact that I don't know the other shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, meaning I wouldn't be a fucking genius in the streets if I overstood this business, this economy. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. So when I sit and think about it, it's like, well, you can say you want somebody to know both sides, but again, why do we need to know the street side? That's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? Why do we need to know the street side? Because what is the streets? Think about it. Y'all kind of proving the point. You see what I'm saying? Like, why? What is the benefits of being street smart if you're not doing street business? Think about it. I would only have to be street smarts if I had street business, right? Yeah, it's trash. That shit is trash. We can try to tie it up in a bow, make it sound cool and gangster and all that. Man, that shit is trash, man. You talk to these guys really behind scenes, man, they do not love that life, y'all. Okay? Man, y'all must don't really know real street guys. All right? And most guys that love the street, they don't know, they more lost than anything. You know what I'm saying? They're really too far gone. So you can't listen to them and say, okay, well, I'm about to be in the streets. So you love it, man. You don't know what he had to do, what he has done, meaning he has learned to like his job. Just like how people go to work tomorrow. You've learned to like your job. All right? You've learned to like it, meaning you do a great job at it now. So you got some guys that learn to like the hood, learn to love that street shit. You know what I'm saying? Die by. You hear when they talk. I die about mine. I'm like, man, somebody called you a bitch. You ready to crash out, man. I don't want that anger. I don't want that mindset. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that mindset. I had that mindset, but I was like, yo, I don't need this mindset. Somebody called me something that, why is the first thing I want to do is off them? You know what I'm saying? Why is that the first, like, oh, you said something about me? Don't make me goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Why is that our first? And now you become worried about what somebody says. Like, who talking shit? Anybody talking shit? Yo, I'm gonna come see about them. I'm gonna come pull up on them. It's the goofiest shit ever. And I just couldn't believe I was engulfing myself with that type of lifestyle. I really had to sit down like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, you trying to, man, what? You ever bump somebody in the club and it's just straight wartime. Because now you got some people that feel like they're too big to apologize. Then you got that person that got bumped. Now they like, hey, man, you gonna say something? Now you like, nigga, man, what the hell? And it's just unnecessary. Y'all, I done seen so many. Let me just talk to y'all for a bit. Some of y'all may have been in these situations. Y'all, I have literally seen situations go from 0 to 10 for nothing. Man. Oh my God. I done seen some, like, meaning pistols pulled out, meaning standoff, like, over some words, like, wasn't even no real, it was just a, man, I'm like, yo, and when it was all said and done, yo, I'm sitting kind of like, yo, you mean to tell me somebody was about to die today just because somebody, y'all, they didn't even know each other.
It's just once somebody said something, then he was like, shit, can't be my ass, shit. It was one of those, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, it be some dangerous ass moments for nothing. How many murders y'all know happen for nothing? Like, man, they killed him for nothing, man. It was over some stupid ass shit. Man, that's why I said, man, the streets is goofy as hell. Of course, I want to lead people out the streets. Of course, I'm not abandoning anybody or saying that I'm better than or that people are less than. I'm just saying that way of life is a less than life. You just got to kind of hear the verbiage. Projects. These are the projects. All right, it is an unfinished project. A project to see how humans react under certain circumstances. All right, it's a project. All right, and you know, with projects, there is an experiment taking place. All right, so do you want to be a part of the experiment? Keep holding that experiment on your chest. I'm from the projects. It's the goofiest shit ever. It's the dumbest shit ever. If you really think about it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got folks dying over dice games. You got guys dying over... Yo, I got robbed. I used to gamble on 2K. All right, I beat a dude in 2K. And then he called his brother. Brother came down, laid the whole room down. Didn't know what was going on till, you know what I'm saying? So I done seen like, damn, motherfuckers, damn, I won't let you win your money back. Ain't like we always gamble. Like, damn. So, yeah, that's why I stopped gambling. But, y'all, it's insanity that we, and I'm going to tell you who I blame. Yo, and this might sound bad, but I blame the women. Yep, I said it. I blame the women. All right? Because if y'all don't be getting on camera saying goofy shit like, I want a street, I want a thug, I want a guy with a little gangsta, and like, y'all be saying that fucking rubber ducky goofy shit. Now you got these guys that ain't built for that shit trying to be something they not. Yeah, man, you can't be in the neighborhood and be goddamn making too much or looking like you too high. Like, as far as, like, elevation-wise. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend tell me, hey, man, it's a dude I be knowing so many people, and people don't be knowing I be knowing them. So I had a dude, it was a dude that was talking around somebody that knew me personally. And it was like, yeah, you know that mansa dude, man, man, he keep talking that shit. I'ma rob his ass. And I'm like, yo. And I'm just sitting myself like, did I do something to this guy personally? All right. I know I didn't do nothing to him personally because he doesn't even know my real name. All right. So I'm like, yo, just even knowing that there's people like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, then I had this, like, what was I talking shit about that affected him? Did I say something about people that work or something like that? Did I say, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you got people like that are living amongst us. Exactly. Yeah, so she said, so pretty much you saying men can't be what they truly are because we want specific types. Exactly. Do y'all not know how many men want multiple women? Do you not know how many men are in relationships right now forcing themselves to be faithful when all natural men aren't supposed to be with one woman? How many of y'all women are hard on your man? I better be the only one. You changing his whole DNA. Women don't even know that y'all doing that. Now you're with a man that's forcing himself to do something that he really doesn't want to do. Because he doesn't know how to be honest and say, hey, listen, I don't want to be in a monogamous situation, but can I still have you as well? Because that man knows you're going to be like, what the fuck? The fuck? You know what I'm saying? So he lies. He lies. He said, baby, it's just you. Knowing that there's other women in this phone. All right. So I got tired of being called a cheater. So just one day I was like, you know what? I'm about to have multiple women. You know what? I ain't lying no more. I ain't cheating no more. Listen. All right. That's what it is. And my life has been so much peaceful than trying to force me to be something I don't want to be. Maybe later on in life, maybe. Maybe. All right, maybe. All right. But I think every man should have the joy of living how he want to live. Women, yeah, I say y'all too. You know, go out and mingle and dingle. Okay, all right. But I definitely honestly feel that way. All right, it'll be less cheating in the world. All right. Most women say men aren't shit because they cheat, and I'm like, okay, where's the crime? Where's the crime? Did somebody die? Did you lose something? Oh, he pays all the bills, but he got caught cheating and now he's not shit. Oh, damn. Well, I'll be damned. That's the reason. And I look at it like, I guess men aren't that bad. If that's the only thing that makes us ain't shit is because we like multiple women. That's like saying 2 plus 2 is 4 is stupid. Why do you put 2 plus 2 beside 4? Why? It's dumb. It's like asking some shit like that. Yeah. The word cheating shouldn't even be around. It shouldn't even be a word. Cheating. The fuck? Who lost? They're like, okay, who lost? You said I'm cheating. Like, who the fuck am I? Who lost? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Men got to be honest. But a lot of y'all women got to overstand. There's more men that are built for multiple women than there are men that are just built for one woman. All right? I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. All right? Yeah, you got a lot of men that can't handle multiple women, but let them fail on their own. Let them figure it out. But what they don't need is a woman coming in and telling them how to be a man. All right? A lot of y'all women are dating a man right now that is forcing himself every day to keep you happy. Oh my gosh, he's so unhappy. All right. But he's not telling you because he knows he says something. Your attitude is just so, he might never get no pussy again from you. You might never do that little thing with the tongue you be doing. See, he might, you know what I'm saying? He already know what's up. He ain't trying to be in the doghouse again. Yeah, he focused on her instead of his purpose. Focus on, let me make her happy. Whatever you want, babe. Knock him off his whole motherfucking path. Yeah, he looking at Trisha at work like, God damn, I wish man, if I was single. He's saying goofy shit like that. Man, if I was single. Now he building up temptation and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit treacherous, man. I said, never again. I said, never again. I said, I'm not lying no more. I said, I ain't cheating no more. All right. It's hell no. It's like, I'm too old for that shit now. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old to be telling a woman she the only one. Lying and shit. And you better not ask me if you the only one. No, you ain't the only one. All right. Yeah, that shit is childish. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, women, they'll try to come in life and just try to be like, yo, I don't share. And I'll be like, well, you're going to be sharing. All right? Because I don't operate off of a possessive situation. All right? You have done not Scott zilch to think you can have me by yourself. Yeah. I'm about to say, I know a lot of y'all women, a lot of y'all men probably have your ladies following me. Listen now. All right? I'm not here to break up any situations, but y'all might have to have that talk. All right? Maybe having that talk. I know y'all women looking at y'all men like, man, this guy, you listen to him, you're going to lose it all. See what I'm saying? They proving my point. See what I'm saying? They proving my point. Like, damn, baby, I ain't made no decision. I'm just listening to him. God damn. Man. I'm trying to tell you. I'm a Libra. Yeah, I'm a Libra. Yeah, I just remember, yeah, I just, like I say, I'm just really telling y'all from experience. Like, I just feel like I've been around women for so long. Like, I don't know everything about women, but I feel like I can read women. I'm not a guru with women or anything. I'm just telling you from my perspective, I've noticed something. Okay? I've noticed if a woman can't have you, okay, she will do things she's not used of doing. All right, because you got to remember, a lot of women are used to men throwing themselves at them. Okay, that's what I noticed. All right, that's what I definitely noticed. All right, but what I also noticed was if you stand your ground, all right, and tell the woman, though, this is what it is. All right, I'm standing by it. When she sees that you serious and she see that she can't change you, she either gonna leave or she's gonna stay. But your honesty that you tell her is gonna be some type of honesty that she's never heard before. So yeah, she may act like she's leaving. Like, nah, I ain't doing something. Then that shit's gonna be on her mental. Like, damn, I never had a guy just tell me out straight. Like, I'm gonna have to share him. Who the fuck do he think he is? Cause that's what a lot of women think. They say, like, who the fuck he think he is? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you might leave. But there's a lot of women that won't leave. There's a lot of women that'll leave and come back. You know how many women have told me, man, I would never. You know how many done came back and say, hey, I'm willing to try. And I'm like, I don't want, nah. Because now I'm forcing you. Now I feel like I'm forcing you to do something that you really don't want to do. And that's because I've been in a situation before. I've been honest. The woman was like, nah. She left, came back, and we actually tried. And then the whole time she was always jealous of the other woman. She was always secretly jealous. So it's always an issue. Always, you know, y'all women have a little attitude. You might think you don't got an attitude, but we know. The man knows. Like, damn, why you acting like that? Nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like it's flipped. Now you in a situation that you really don't want to be in. You just doing it for me. Don't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, my dating life is like it's real extraordinary. I will say that. All right, very extraordinary. All right, very. Because I'm not gonna allow somebody to do something that they really don't want to do. All right, you can tell me all the face, I'll try, trust me, I'll do. Like, nah, nah. I don't want to be the first guy that you try this with. Like, I don't want to go through your growing pains. Now, somebody that I meet that's open-minded already, all right, like now, I have somebody that's like open-minded. You know what I'm saying? It's cool because it's like it's not that pressure of, damn, I don't want to say certain things. It's like it's already overstood, and it's like we have the best conversations. Yeah, you got to be free. Yeah, so, but my thing is, ladies, women, this all guys isn't going to have that effect on you. I'm not saying every guy you meet just, no, hell no. All right, he got to have his shit in order. All right, because that type of lifestyle is for somebody that has their shit in order. All right, you can't be broke as hell or just nothing to give, no kind of value to give a woman and trying to have multiple women. Again, I'm speaking for guys that want multiple women. I'm not speaking for guys that don't. All right. So for any ladies that's got their mouth turned up and got an attitude right now, listen, there's a lifestyle that you're not cool with, that I'm sure the guy that you date would probably reach a new level of love for you. Yeah, and I'm not talking about that. That whole, well, I'll give him a threesome. I'm not talking about that shit, okay? That's not what the fuck I'm talking about, y'all. Like, it's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ability to be able to conversate with multiple women. All right, getting the perspective of multiple women. Of course, a lot of women don't like that. Like, no, you don't need another perspective. He just need my perspective. He just need mine. I'm all he needs. No, you're not. Okay? When you get mad at him, you don't want to give him any vagina. Okay? All right? So when you're mad at him, the other woman can satisfy him. It's like when you start talking like this, man, they don't want to hear it. They be like, huh? What? Ew. No. No. If I don't want to have sex, neither should he. And that shit sounds stupid as hell. I wish my woman would say some. I'm going on a celibacy journey for 30 days or 60 days. We have to be like, so, okay, well, I'm about hey, I'm going to be at your crib for 30 days. What? I'm not about to be here. What? The fuck out of here with that. Yeah, you're right. Your vagina, your body, your vagina. You're right. So I'm about to go find another body that I can, okay, indulge with until your body is ready. All right? The fuck? The hell? Yeah. The hell? You know how many of y'all women are bad at doing certain things and your man just doesn't want to tell you suck at it? Okay? Just being real with you. I'm to the point now, I tell women when something's wrong. Hey, man, all right. It was trash. I don't want to have sex again. We can be cool. I have reached that level of manhood, y'all. All right. Beautiful women, too. But it's like, nah, that'll be the last time. Nah, it wasn't all that. Yeah, like I say, men might too, but I'm speaking from a man perspective about my experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking about mine. You know, some of y'all women don't like to give head. So now you got a man dealing with you and he don't never get no head. I'm like, yo, I could never be with a woman. Man, I wish a woman would tell me I don't do that. I'm like, what? You don't do what? I'm like, those words don't make sense to me. You don't do what? You don't what? All right, so you're not going to be mad. You don't mind if I have one on the side that does that, right? You know what I mean? Women like, no, that's cheating. You need. I'm like, whoa. So you don't want to do this, and you'll get mad if I go find somebody that do that. What? Now he gotta act like he don't got an ex that got a fucking a throat of glory, goddamn. He gotta forget about his old ex. Like, what? Now I'm with somebody that doesn't. What? Yeah, we gotta talk about this a little bit more. All right, I like this conversation. We gotta talk about this. All right, I'm gonna save some of y'all, man. Okay, I'm gonna save some of y'all. All right, cause your lady, she might rock with it. You just gotta come to her as a man. You can't come to her scary, like, baby, I've been thinking, nah, never mind. I want to take you out for a date because I love you so much, sugar plum, sugar nugget. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do a part 3, y'all. Part three.